sports writer Chris Yukis, and I'm here with NT sports editor Kevin Klum and sports writer Jared Bell. And today on NT Prep Preview, we're going to take a look at the area prep football slate heading into the final week of the regular season. Guys, 3 conference crowns will be on the line this Friday, as well as a pair of undefeated seasons. Kevin, who's got the best shot to finish the season 9-0 or take home a league title?
Well, I think Marquette has the best chance to go 9-0, and then they'll take home the Northeastern Athletic Conference title. They're going to Rockford Christian Life, which it's a road game, but shouldn't be that hard of a test for the Crusaders. Christian Life is only 3-5, and Marquette has been dominating all season. And then you got Ottawa going to Sterling to face the Golden Warriors for the NIB 12 West crown. They're both undefeated in conference play, but I don't think this should be that hard of a test for Ottawa. Although the Pirates didn't look so great last week against LP, so you never know. LP do play great defense, and it's a rivalry game, so that could have had an effect. So I think they should get it done. And then Amboy has the toughest test, playing Sterling Newman. It's in Amboy, so that's an advantage. But Newman's really tough this year, so if they win, they'll both be 8-1.
The Comets are coming in undefeated into that game after another great year in the Big Rivers. So, Jared, what are some of the other games with playoff implications on this Friday's schedule?
Well, there's one big game involving a local team in which they need to win to at least be playoff eligible, and that's Bureau Valley. They're playing Morrison this week, who is 5-3 already in the playoffs. But if the Storm win, then they're eligible for the playoffs. If they lose, they're going to be out, which I think a lot of people kind of thought that they would be in. But the loss of Fulton really hurt them, so this is their chance to make up for it. You also have some matchups that have playoff seeding implications. St. Bede, who has a pretty big game this week against Erie Prophetstown. St. Bede's already in the playoffs with 6 wins so far, but another win will get them to 7-2, and you would hope would improve their playoff seeding and kind of put them on the verge of, or at least the possibility of maybe hosting a home playoff game, which every team wants to do. Like I said, Erie's had a great season so far, and this is the first time they've been in playoffs for a while. You also have LP in a playoff game. It's not necessarily for them to make the playoffs. They're 3-5. A win will get them 4-5. They won't make the playoffs. But Geneseo is 4-4. It'd be big for them to make the playoffs. They have to win, and they're used to the playoffs and also winning seasons. But if they lose, that would be back-to-back seasons in which they have not made the playoffs, which I don't think has ever happened before, so it'd be a really big deal in Geneseo.
Man, that's never happened before that Geneseo's missed the playoffs 2 years in a row. And also, if they lose to LP, that is the first time in 50 years that they've had a losing season. So, although LP doesn't have the playoffs, they have plenty of motivation to try to, keep Geneseo in the playoffs.
The Cavs would love to play the spoilers.
And remember, they did the same thing last year, where Geneseo was 5-3 going into the game. They lost. LP upset them 5-4. They don't have enough playoff points. I think it was a record number of playoff points that didn't make it into the playoffs. So, as if it was bad enough that happened last year, LP can do it again this year and get the Maple Leafs in trouble and out of the playoffs. And like I said, they're used to making the playoffs, so it'd be a big, big deal if they don't make it 2 years in a row.
Well, now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, NT Prep Preview Powerhouse Players. Roll that tape, touchdown.
Powerhouse Players of the Week.
Powerhouse Players of the Week.
Powerhouse Players of the Week. How's that?
Well, one of the biggest performances of last week and also the season was Hall running back Elena Pecado. He was an all-area running back last year who has kind of struggled a little bit this year, but he broke out big time last Friday night in Hall's first win of the season over Kewanee. Pecado was 344 yards rushing and 4 TDs. That was almost his entire season total in one game. He was about 30 or 40 yards shy, so he had a great win, really win. His team needed it, and hopefully he can do it again this week, as Hall has another winnable game at Riverdale.
And there was Patrick Hillay from Marquette. He kept rolling with the Crusader offense, their quarterback. He completed all 6 of his pass attempts for 147 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also managed to run in for a 1-yard touchdown. So another big week for Patrick.
Another area quarterback with a big performance last Friday was Bruins junior Taggart Venegas. The junior signal caller threw for 167 yards and 3 touchdowns passing and added a 13-yard touchdown run on a naked bootleg to the right as the Bruins rolled past Riverdale. Thanks for watching another episode of NT Prep Preview, and check us out next week for a special playoff edition at www.newstrip.com/.
Sports.